Okay, great. So we're going to get started. It is exactly 5 p.m. Pacific time. So we're going to get started here. We're going to spend some time today simply showing you how to create an ad. I want everybody to feel very confident to be able to do this. Now, this is obviously a very important part. Not only does it make you feel confident to know what this is, but when you're selling the product and you're explaining that this is a very easy thing, you're going to see that truly it really is. So it's very important. Now, what I'm going to ask everybody, and I'm going to have to mute you, Andre, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have Andre Sappingfield on the phone with us. He's going to spend some time as well with myself here, David Mosheri. We're going to open it up a little bit later, and Andre can answer some questions if he has, or ask some as well. Unfortunately, we're getting an echo, so I just muted him right now. All right, so first and foremost, I'm going to get started right away. We're going to spend the next 20 to 30 minutes together explaining how to create an ad. All right, let me get going here. Now, first and foremost, there's two different sections that you currently go if you're a brand builder or an account executive. First is the localadlink.net/your username. That is strictly the area for doing sales, showing your personal business, things of that nature. Where you're going to go when you actually create an ad is first and foremost, you're going to go right over here to localadlink.com. Localadlink.com is where your customer logs in, or you log in as your customer, and create and manage their ads. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go right here. We're going to click on log in, and we're going to go to the login page. Okay. Now what's going to happen is I simply log in as my client, and that's where we are right now. Now, when you first log in here, and this is a customer's account that I've been doing some demos in, a customer I sold. So when you first log in, you're going to see up here in the message center, you have a new ad purchase pending. Okay. Whenever an ad is sold on localadlink.net/your name or from your back office, they don't have the ability to manage or add this new purchase unless they've done the purchase there, and then here in the message center it says you have a new ad purchase. Now before I get into that, because that's where you actually want to go, below it is the business profiles. These are previous ads that have already been created. So here you're going to have the ability to either go into other ads that you have made and be able to manage them, as well as manage your ads. See, the business profiles section of it is simply when you're going to manage your directory listing. The manage ads section is when you're going to manage your targeted keywords that are going to be pushed out there. And I'm going to break this down a little bit further, but again, please make sure you're keeping notes. I am going to record this. We are going to be able to show it to others later, but first and foremost, make sure you're recording or taking notes so you can remember how this is done. So once you log into localadlink.com, you're going to see right here in the message center that you have a new ad purchase pending. So you can simply click on show full message. It gives you all the information, the premium package, when this ad expires. And we're going to go ahead and click on create your existing ad. Now what you'll see here is select a business profile. Now you could either do one of two things. You can either create a new profile, or you can edit one of the three existing ones that were there previously. But here we're going to do a completely new one because we're starting from scratch. So we're going to go ahead and add a new profile. Now, this is one of the great features that have been just added to the system. There is a new ad builder wizard, and then there is a standard way to list. Now, what we're going to do here, instead of doing the standard way, we're going to use the wizard. The next training, I will show you the standard way, but the wizard is kind of a quick explanation to get up and going. What this wizard is like if you're familiar with QuickBooks and you've ever set up QuickBooks for the first time, it asks you a series of questions. And by the time it gets done with the questions, what happens is you actually have built and set up your QuickBooks. Well, that's what we're kind of doing here. We're leading you along as we go. So we're going to start with the wizard. So I'm going to simply click there. Okay, first and foremost, the Add Wizard checklist. When you get here, it's going to tell you immediately that here are 9 things that you're going to need to be able to set this ad up. So if you have no information and you're just planning on going in here immediately, you need to kind of plot and plan a little bit of how you're going to set this. This checklist allows you to understand what you're going to need immediately as we go through it. Once you decide you have all the information, you can simply follow the information. What's required? Next step. Very easy how this Ad Wizard works. We're going to go ahead and put in the business name. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use a fictitious business. It's going to be David's Pizza. What's the web address? I'm just going to use pizzahut.com. The street address, and I'm just add anything in here. City. State. Phone number. And this is the number that people are going to see when they go in there. United States, perfect. Make my street public. See, here on this option, what this is saying is make my street address public or make my street address private. When you go through this, some businesses, people work out of their homes. It's kind of a big thing right now. So a lot of the people here on this call, I'm sure you do. If you don't, either way, what this means is you can make your address public so people can see where you live, or you can make it private because you don't want them to know where you live. Since I'm a pizza place, obviously I'm looking for people to come into my location, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and promote it here. I'm going to go to the next step here. So that's step 1. Step 2, I'm going to pick some keywords. Now, in step 2, it's asking you for keywords because of how it's going to go step by step. So we're going to go ahead and put in pizza, obviously, chicken wings,